Sometimes the only thing standing between us and the life we want is the courage to believe in it. Some days the energy shifts so quietly we barely notice. And then there are days like today. Something stirs deep within. And we can feel it, but we may not fully be able to explain it. But we know that a new beginning is forming. And it doesn't ask us what we want. It asks us who we are becoming. It's a moment of surrender and insight. A time to let go of everything that tells us that we can't have what we desire. Let it go. And instead, start listening to the part of us that knows we were meant for something more. Maybe it's the dreams we've been afraid to speak out loud, or they seem too far-fetched. The door's opening. We don't have to force it. It comes with an invitation. And the only question really remains is, are we willing to walk through it? So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We'll gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy. And by the end of our time together, my hope is that you too have the tools, the insight to go forward with the confidence, with clarity, and love. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, February the 27th, 2025. So today we have that beautiful energy of the 27. The 27 that says things are blooming and it's time for harvest. Things are coming together. Things are coming alive. It's time to take away the old so that the new can spring forth. 2 plus 7 is a 9, and a 9 is, well, the 9 is on fire lately, okay? It's our yearly energy. It's the energy of today. And it keeps popping up for our, the new moon is at 9 degrees. There's a couple of transits coming in March. They're all sitting at 9 degrees. I mean, it's just amazing the amount of energy of the 9 that we do have present. So be aware that it is a time of closings, completions, endings, healing. Yes, even under a new moon energy. It's time to let those things go, to leave them in the rearview mirror, to close the door on them, to take the wisdom away. But the 9 energy asks us to do the completions, the endings, the healing, so that there is space for the new beginnings to come in. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 2 plus a 9 plus a 9. And that's a 20. The 20 is about turning points. The death of a path that we are leaving behind us and the birth of a new path. And what does that path look like to you? Two plus 0 is a 2. Telling us that there is magic around us. Tap into it. There's also magic within us. Tap into it. Realize that you you have magic within you. Your talents, your abilities, just your unique self. The way you're put together like nobody else. And to bring that part of you out, I heard let your inner child play, so we'll go with that as well. The sun is in Pisces. Our moon moves into Pisces around 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a new moon in Pisces at 9 degrees. So yes, the 9 is electrified today. I'm not going to go back into talking about it because we just talked about it. Just rewind it a little bit and listen again if you want. And this is no ordinary new moon. Okay, Pisces energy dissolves barriers. It reminds us that everything begins as a thought, a dream. It is the sign of infinite possibilities. Logic steps aside and intuition takes the lead. We're just not setting goals. We're opening ourselves up to something greater. Okay, it's not about control, it's about trust. This new moon asks us if, we've been searching for what has been waiting for us all along. It's a portal of manifestation. The Pisces new moon energy, absolutely. And not in the traditional sense, I don't think. It's not by force. It's more by surrender. If nothing else, that has been a theme throughout ever since the sun went into Pisces. About surrender. By aligning with what we truly want and letting go of the resistance we give ourselves. Allowing things to unfold as they're meant to. Stop trying to force it, demand it, push it into being. But that doesn't mean we don't show up to do the work. Oh, and you know what? To make the moment even more powerful, okay, we also have Mercury sextiling Uranus today. So if Pisces is the dream, Mercury sextile Uranus is the spark that ignites it. This aspect brings aha moments, flashes of insight, eureka moments, conversations that shift our perspective completely. Sudden moments of clarity. Okay, the universe will be sending us downloads, offering us breadcrumbs that lead towards something new. Yeah, unexpected things happen, okay? Whether it's a solution or maybe it's a passing comment reveals like a missing piece of what you've been thinking about. Things that seem so unrealistic might seem actually possible. This is a moment we start to align with a new vision. Perhaps a vision you've had for a very long time. And it's suddenly starting to make sense to you. Something clicks. We might hear something in passing or stumble upon a piece of information or have that deep conversation that gives us exactly what we need to take in order to take the next step. This is a time when our imagination is on fire. Our creativity will flow. Now is the time to let go of those limitations. See where inspiration can take you. So get inspired. It's a visionary energy. It's the kind that brings in groundbreaking ideas. A problem that seemed impossible. A new solution, poof, there it is. A stagnant situation, all of a sudden we see it under a new light, not so stagnant anymore. It's got movement, it's got momentum. So prepare for those aha moments, those epiphanies, that light bulb going off. Okay, everything starts with a thought. And Mercury and Uranus, are you kidding me? That is our mind, our words, our imagination, just turning everywhere except where we thought it would go. And write down any ideas you get, okay? Even if they're far-fetched, okay? Unrealistic, impossible, doesn't matter. Just write it down, okay? Humor yourself. But capture them, okay? Capture them. Because what feels like this little spark today could turn into something so much bigger in the weeks ahead. And if something keeps repeating itself, whether it's a dream or a thought or a song lyric, a memory, pay attention. There is meaning in these messages that we are receiving. The veil is very thin. We are walking into a deep moment of possibility. A new beginning that doesn't push us, it doesn't force us, but it invites us into an alignment with something even greater. It's about flow. It's about trusting the right insights or the right opportunities come along or the right connections arrive exactly when they're meant to. So, when they do, that's when it's up to us. That's when it's up to us to say yes. Okay, let's go to the cards. Our underlying energy is the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning. The seasons are changing. It is a time to think about your future, your forward movement of where it will be, what part of our life, several parts of our life. Do they blend together? Do they separate from one another? This is about going with the flow, going with the energy. Start creating that path forward for yourself. That goal, that dream, that desire, that passion, that inspiration. Journal it, meditate on it, and get excited about it. Absolutely get excited about it. We have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says that our horizons will start to expand. More opportunities open up to us. More doors open up to us. We see so much more possibility than we did. All of a sudden, it just starts popping up everywhere. We see it all around us. There's so many things that we can delve into, learn from, experience. Whether it's an opportunity, an adventure, a learning experience. Maybe you're starting your own business, or maybe you've decided to create a health plan for yourself. Whatever it is. For each of us, it'll be different. But this is where the opportunities start to lay out in front of you. Which opportunities do you want to take this path forward, to meet the horizon? So once again, the only limitations that we have in place are the ones that we willingly put there ourselves. So if we need to break through a glass ceiling or tear down a wall, this is an energy that allows us to do that, so that we can step into dreams and adventures, success and prosperity and love. The Lovers is back, embracing our dreams, embracing our passions, growing them deeper, growing them stronger, making them come alive, making them tangible, making them reality, one step at a time. This could also be our relationships and growing our relationships stronger. The connection, the Piscean energy is so full of harmony and love. And this is a time when we can grow those relationships, those bonds so much stronger, to build them into maybe what they were meant to be, to build them into a unity, a connection that can't be broken, a strength that stands beside you, willing to support you in anything, to put you on a pedestal because you put them on a pedestal. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands says, but we're not going to be able to do any of this if we keep taking our yesterdays with us. If we keep carrying all the weight and all the burden and all the struggle as part of who we are. We need to let those things go. We need to heal from those things. Take the lessons from those things. But in no way do they define who we are going forward. So we need to let go of some of the hats we wore, the facades we placed in front of us. The burdens, the responsibilities. Yes, of course we're going to have responsibilities and obligations. We're human and we need to survive. And of course there's obligations and commitments. But some things we don't need to do. Sometimes it's not worth our energy or our time or our resources in order to put our focus in that direction, that it would serve us better in other parts of our life. And that's where we need to surrender. Okay, we're going to get a Nature's Whisper. And we have illumination, the 2 energy. So the 2 energy is charged as well as we have illumination here. Just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. You just can't make this stuff up, can you? So yes, start getting excited about where you're going, what you're doing. I know a lot of this energy has pulled us down into the more realistic sense, and we shouldn't be so realistic in Pisces. We should be dreaming. We should be expanding the dream. We should be, pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones just a little bit to see what is truly possible if we allow it in our life. If we're brave enough to step into it. If we have the courage to believe. Okay. Let's see what animal shows up for us. It is Tangled Wishes with the ladybug. So ask for assistance. You don't have to do it alone. Absolutely not. Ask for assistance, healing. Definitely that is part of it. Angels, path, and manifest. Crying is all right in its own way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you still have to decide what to do. The ladybug originated in Europe during the Middle Ages when insects were destroyed by the crops. Legend says the Catholic farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for help, and it wasn't long before the ladybugs appeared and ate the pests that were destroying the crops. The farmers referred to the bugs as the beetles of Our Lady, with the red wings representing the Virgin Mary's cloak and the black spots her joys and sorrows. So the message with the ladybug is to let go, ask for help, and accept that help. We receive messages frequently but are often too stressed out, too contained within our own grief, are just too stubborn to see the messages between the worlds. So whether you've experienced maybe a death, a divorce, loss of a job, a breakup, or you just feel like you may have lost your life's purpose, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative. And the smog only gets deeper and deeper the longer you allow yourself to sit within it. So how do you get out of that smog? Well, you can sit and just be. So many times when we are experiencing a loss, we're afraid of going within our own mind and actually grieving. And it's okay to grieve. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. It's part of the healing process. It is also all right for you to seek assistance from those who can help. Know that angels, guides, animal guides, and those here on this earthly plane are ready and willing to assist. You just have to make the first move. Just like Christmas lights, our life wishes can be a tangled up mess. And step by step, with patience and perseverance, you can untangle your wishes into something actual and real. Life is good. Have faith that you can move forward. Your path may be a tangled mess now, but if you believe, because you've been sitting there sulking in sadness, it won't help you get you to where you want to go. It's time for you to now dream. It's time for you to manifest your goals. It's time for you to be clear on your wishes. And here, when I turned the ladybug over, I thought, oh, really? This card? Yeah, definitely that card. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. Of course, we're doing a Journey of Love card because it is a moon, a deck I so love and adore. Well, look at this card, guys. 70. Heaven. I don't think we've ever had this card. Anybody out there remember it? I know I got some of you, oh my gosh, 10 years, 11 years. Okay, it is the final card in the deck. No, I don't think we ever have. Okay, I'm going to read the poem first, and I don't go off script at all with this book because they just do an amazing job at bringing through the energy that they wanted you to know about if you drew this card. So, my insights would be really pathetic next to what they write here in this book. The sky is ablaze with morning light on silver wings of birds in flight, and gratitude a tear released, a knowingness embraced at peace. She speaks to those that gaze below, ancestral wings which call my soul, to open hearts and soar above, in awe the winds await this love. You were meant to live heaven. Now. Not later. Sometime after you die. What use is this life and body if not to live heaven now? Look for the mad divine genius in it all. Especially the puzzling parts of your life that make you scratch your head, or tear at your hair, or scrunch up your face and scream with frustration. Those are the places in which the divine is saying, "Here, heaven is hiding. Let's unveil it together. Let me show you. Let me unveil your own mad divine genius right here. Look for heaven, even in hiding. It will not withhold itself from you for long, beloved. It wants to be known to you." This oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embracing of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover in this moment, calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time. Until you behold each other naked and true, finally to discover you are each other. You are love. Well, that's very deep. Okay, Pisces New Moon. And then we've got Mercury and Uranus teamed up together to just bring our imaginations alive and allow the opportunities to make those dreams, those visions of our tomorrow, something tangible, something real, something calling us, and to believe in it enough to step towards it and say yes. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.